Yeah. Yeah.
Good evening and welcome back to That 5M TV. I'm Soul, the Vegan Goddess, your host. And this evening we have legendary hip-hop artist Pop the Brown Hornet from GP Woo. Give him some love, y'all. Blessed. That's what's up. That's what's up. How you doing, Pop? How's it going?
Everything is going good. Can't complain. 2022, I'm still here. I'm still active. Long time veteran in the game, so it feels comfortable, and I'm enjoying the ride.
Blessed. Awesome. We are so excited and so honored that you are here to chat with us this evening to reminisce on some stuff in the past and to talk about what's coming up in the future. So give our viewers a little bit more insight on GP Woo. Tell us, I know what GP Woo stands for, but you tell our viewers what it stands for.
Well, yeah, coming from out of Staten Island, I have a long history with just the Staten Island hip hop. So the GP and the Woo, both of those things were started in Stapleton Projects, where I'm from. So Stapleton, Staten Island, the zip code 10304. The 10304 zip code we kind of share with Park Hill. So you have Stapleton and Park Hill from Staten Island. Those are two different projects that share the 10304 zip code. So GP, the Gladiators, and Wu-Tang, of course, everybody knows the clan worldwide. But I was always part of the Wu-Tang movement, not necessarily the clan. I was part of the movement in the early days. So when the seed was planted and all of that, I was part of watering the seed and so forth and so on. It just so happened when the tree grew, I went more of the GP side. So it was a collaboration of GP and Wu-Tang together, because Stapleton, where I'm from, both of those entities started from. You can follow it. Yeah, you know. Got
it. Wow. Yeah, so we got hip hop legends in the house, y'all. I've been feeling so special. Also, tell us, I know when you decided to kind of stretch out on your own, your project was like the Underground Emperor. Give us a little bit of insights on that project.
Yeah, the Underground Emperor was like, I was on Smoke Records / MCA Records. MCA was the distributor at the time, so Hank Shockley and Daddy O were my A&Rs, and then Smoke Records was the independent that I was on. So, like, the Underground Emperor was basically just saying that, I was coming from underground. Pop the Brown Hornet in Staten Island history. I'm part of the beginnings, you know what I mean? So when the UMCs and when Shaheem and when the Wu-Tang and the King Just of the world were coming, I was always around. I was always right before them.
Yes.
You know, R&S was producing. I was always in the studio. I was always making hits. It's just that they happened to catch their deals sooner. So when I came out with the Underground Emperor, it was more or less stating that, the Emperor is here now. The Underground Emperor is releasing upon you guys the world that be coming from the 10304. I'm that dude. And so, ironically, that name has stuck with me to whereas in 2022, I'm coming out into the light. You know what I mean? A little bit before them, but I've been blessed to be able to rock on the underground and be an underground buzz. And if you know people, Pop the Brown Hornet, they'll always say, I remember Black Woman. So that's been a blessing. So now, hopefully the higher power can allow me to capitalize off that.
Awesome. Wow. And I recall the big hit was the Black on Black crime piece. And it's like, when you look back on that piece and then you look into what's happening in 2022, what are you seeing? What do you see?
It's like I said, so a lot of times when I write songs, I used to tell people, because they'd be like, you was ahead of your time, or you should put that song back out. It's real prevalent right now and things of that nature. But it's like having a child. You can't have the same child twice.
Absolutely.
And that's what songs are. Once you create them and you spit them out there, you can have something resembling and, something close to it. And, I have other songs that, I always have to keep a conscious mind. As much as I make party songs or I make a street song or an anthem, there's always going to be a part of my character that's going to make a black on black crime or straighten it out, you know, things of that nature or that temperament, you know, because I kind of like owe it to the hip hop legends and the forefathers of the Public Enemies and the KRSs and you know, and things of that, the X-Clan and Poor Righteous Teachers. And so, you know, and so forth and so on.
Wow. Yeah, you came up with a whole crew of awesome talent, and just that, like you said, that whole movement, and even just the birth of hip hop in a whole nother kind of way. So now we're in 2022 now. We're recovering from COVID. I know COVID has been a big incubation period for a lot of artists, a lot of musicians, a lot of people with real strong creativities. How did you spend your time during that time? What great things happened for you during COVID?
But during COVID, I mean, I gather we all had eye openers, and it was just dependent on artist-wise and writing rhymes and things of that nature. I really had stood back because during that time, I was just probably putting out my former Mandela project, so I was releasing a couple of songs. So I looked at it as a big timeout. Like 2020 and 2021 was the recovery. So 2022 is more or less like a year of saying, you know what, let's blast this energy off. So I really spent the time harboring information, looking at things, letting things unfold before you really wanted to jump the gun, because it was so easy to jump the gun or panic, or, you know, you have family members fighting each other. You're fighting over, should I take the vaccine, should I not? So it's a tug of war just to keep your sanity. So within that, you have to be an eye within that storm. So I really sat back, and you know, that's where you're able to analyze who's strong, who's with you, who's that. It was able to weed out. 2020 and 21 helped you weed out, you know what I mean? Because you found the emotionalist, or you found the selfish, or you found so many things about individuals just off a simple conversation. Exactly. You know what I mean? What our own human rights, like I have the right not to take a vaccine, but since you took it, it was like, yo, you better take it, or yo, uncle, and yo, I might die if you breathe on me, and it's like, oh boy, yeah. So I took that time, like I said, to absorb information, to breathe. So now, you know, I'm the piece of work, once again, former Mandela. I have a couple of songs coming out, Stapleton Fly and Mike Chan. Within a week or two, I'll have the video and stuff coming out. But my creative juices for 2022, like I'll be putting out a project maybe later on this year, or coming into and it'll really capsize the 2021 kind of experience, because I think a lot got exposed with human nature.
Yes, definitely. I totally feel all of that. Wow. So what other, what on your new projects that's coming out, are you working with any new artists, any fresh artists, any older artists that, you know, you're collaborating with? What's going on with that?
I think it'll be a combination of things. Like you said, the thing behind me is Bonafide Enterprises, which I have a digital distribution through Rob Schwartz and Humag Distribution, and Sony, and he's down with Sony Orchard. So I do want to help expose young and coming artists, up and coming artists that might be out here on Staten Island, or even in the area, wherever you're from, really. You know what I mean? If we can mesh together and I can help put you out, that's what the Bonafide Enterprises is about. I also have a clothing line that I'm coming with called Staten Fly.
That's what's
You know what
up.
I mean? The name of the single is called Stapleton Fly, but I have Staten Fly, so I can try to bring Staten Island together as a movement. You know what I mean? Because Staten Island is where it's sectioned out, and everybody really, if you're not from that area, they're not going to support you. So if you're coming from over here, it's like, we're just supporting him. We're just supporting him. We're just supporting him. So I came out with Staten Fly. So whereas, let's just support each other. Let there be a movement. Put this song, feel fly about coming from Staten Island. A lot of us feel like Staten Island is the forgotten borough. It's the little brother. So, and it doesn't have an identity. So I just feel like I said, it just needs a movement. and it needs some brotherhood. So these are the things.
That's right.
As far as helping expose artists. If I happen to collaborate with other artists, that's not really my forte, because I still feel like I'm fighting to be heard on my solo strength. So
I feel you.
I'm not eager to try to collaborate with anybody. I want to continue putting my dues in and making solo songs, because when I hit that road, Bozzy Blah might not be available. So the soloist, I always felt like it was a more dominant way of attacking the industry, because it's just a one-man show.
I love it. Absolutely. So are you doing all your own production, or you work on the production company?
Well, the majority of my production that I'm getting now is coming from Haj G, aka Phantom of the Beat, you know what I mean, from the UMCs, also from Staten Island, you know what I mean. So he's from Stapleton, where I'm from, so it made it an easy collaboration. The great RNS is really blowing the dust off, so I think I'll be coming out with RNS. RNS did the production on Shaheem, myself, King Just, some Wu-Tang, some Grave Diggers, some UMC, some GP, you know what I mean? So ours list goes on and on. So like I said, I'll hopefully on the next up-and-coming project, he'll be having some beats on there. Phantom will have some beats on there, and I'm sure that I'll help expose some up-and-coming producers that have been in my DM. Yo, I got a beat. So I gotta sort through those type and grab out the best, because I have no problem helping or want to expose some Staten Island producers that are probably dope but just overlooked or haven't been heard.
All right. Wow. Well, look, we're going to take a quick break. We're here with Pop the Brown Hornet from GP Woo. Yes, legendary in the house. As usual, y'all, we be doing it like this. So we're going to be right back in a short bit.
Versace cover my eye, either to block the haters or I'm hella high. Feet Louis Vuitton, ice drip on my arm, rings flooded with bling and you would think I was Lynn Swan. Polo socks, Gucci cologne, expensive watch, $2,000 phone. I stay casket sharp, red carpet royalty, runway fresh, they love my style of dress. Dressed to impress, catch me looking my best, with $1 million smile, not a penny less. Powerball pockets, your girl staring so hard, my bust her eye sockets pulled off in something topless. They stared till I'm out of sight, brag about my presence. Came up with the peasants, but placed amongst the legends. We're all born equal, but we move differently. All jokes aside, I'm what they wish they could be.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie, Brown Bomber, you a fly mug, B. Yo, you stay crushing them.
Some chase the fortune, the fame, or a combo of both. I can't lie, I'm still stable to fly. Staying polo or true, Gucci or Louis. I stay fresh like a wet bag of zooty. The retro J's, the champion grays. Look inside my closet, I got garments for days. Walking billboards, the streets follow my lead. Once they see me in it, they press to go and get it. Armani sweaters, handmade leathers. Them brim hats with the peacock feathers. Tailor-made suits, some silk and some suede. Special edition, that means I got it made. Marriott suites, Louis Vuitton sheets, Cuban cigars, all types of foreign cars. I move different, wise, black, and gifted. Every time I get dressed, I would say it was scientific. The way I finesse, rock, smash, and flip. Style solid gold, I should've started in the Olympics. High on the podium, best dressed at the ball. Crush them all 4 seasons with the summer, spring, and fall.
Damn, Brown Bomber, every time I see you, man, you got on something new all the time, man. You staples and fly.
Some chase the fortune, the fame, or a combo of both. I can't lie, I'm still stable to fly. Staying polo or true, Gucci or Louis. I stay fresh like a wet bag of zooty. Some chase the fortune, the fame, or a combo of both. I can't lie, I'm still stable to fly. Staying polo
I mean, like, you got the brim hats and all of that, man. Like, yo, you Stapleton fly, son.
Yo, I was raised to be a go-getter, real rhyme spitter. The big dog from the run out of the litter. Took it from the block to the city to the globe. They tried to duplicate me, but they can't break the mold. Everybody talks a good one, but talk is cheap. There's no turning back, now I'm in too deep. Took a quantum leap, head first into the universe. The bomb is back, no need to start search. Grab the beat by the throat, slap the mic. I've been putting words together since rappers delight. They can't tell me nothing about the boom bap era. You was in before 12 with that Cinderella. So be cautious how you approach the guard, cause I'll start with you, then roast your whole squad. Kill more rappers than the flu vaccine. Give me the mic, I'm sure to rock it like Hakeem the Dream. Brown bomber, blast through your armor. Mic champ, knock out your whole camp. Competition is non-existent. I'm Ali, your Sonny Liston. Who on the rumble in the jungle? Hit after hit, watch your empire crumble. Bomb is back, baby, double to love it. Bomb is back, baby, double to love it. Out of Staten Island, New York, home of the forgotten. But I'm from Stapleton, I stay globe-trotting. Ask around, they know Pop the Brown. Staten's most hated who stayed reppin' the town. They hate to see me win, love to see me fail. Buried in the box or doing life in jail. But picture that though, I'm attracted to cash flow. Like Pablo Escobar, like Fidel Castro. They tried to bury me alive, but still I rise to their surprise. I see the disbelief in their eyes. Your God stayed winning, catch me at the top grinning. Get used to that picture cause it's only the beginning. A certified G who paid his dues. I've been kicking ass since I was in baby shoes. Slam you on your pamper, I'm one tough camper. Flamethrower, setting rappers ablaze like JoJo Dancer. Brown bomber, blast through your armor. Mic champ, knock out your whole camp. Competition is non-existent. I'm Ali, your Sonny Liston. Who on the rumble in the jungle? Hit after hit, watch your empire crumble. Bomb is back, baby, double to love it. Bomb is back, baby, double to love it. George Foreman, Nelson Mandela. Pop the brown bomber, sure to be a bestseller. Shackled down 20 years and better. Aged like fine wine that's been dwelling in the cellar. These newcomers get peeled like cucumbers and tossed like a salad. Your rap sounds invalid. Still wet behind the head, squirting out puppy water. Brace yourself, it's a verbal manslaughter. Bombs dropping on your whole brigade and exploding in hype mode like a hand grenade. Album long overdue like a chick 12 months pregnant or a cold case reopened or for newfound forensics. Tracks banging like a LeBron dunk. Loaded, cock it, spray the streets like a Johnny Pump. Keep it real, possess mass appeal. Shatter mics and backboards like Shaquille O'Neal. Brown bomber, blast through your armor. Mic champ, knock out your whole camp. Competition is non-existent. I'm Ali, your Sonny Liston. Who on the rumble in the jungle? Hit after hit, watch your empire crumble. Bomb is back, baby, double to love it. Bomb is back, baby, double to love it. Brown bomber, blast through your armor. Mic champ, knock out your whole camp. Competition is non-existent. I'm Ali, your Sonny Liston.
And welcome back. Yes, we're here at That Fire FM TV with Pop, the Brown Hornet from GP Woo, y'all. I'm excited. I'm like trying to calm myself down. Okay, so I know it's been a minute since your last project with the Emperor, the Underground Emperor, and what has made you, I guess, come back larger than life once again?
Right. Back in the Underground Emperor, that was when you caught a record deal when you were signed. You know what I mean? And since then, you had to live life. I was, I never really strayed too far from doing music, writing songs, and things of that nature. So I came back with a project called The Best of Both Hoods, The Emperor and the King. I want to say 5 years ago with me and King Just, we kind of put together a mixtape just to kind of blow off the dust and show some togetherness on Staten Island since he was Park Hill and I'm from Stapleton. Mm-hmm. So after doing that project and just getting back into the swing of things of writing and doing interviews, I did the collaboration with Phantom of the Beat. You know, he had a situation going on, but he said, yo, since I see you back out there, you know what I mean? I got a gang of beats. Let's do a project together. Yeah. So he said, one thing led to another. We did the project, Foreman Mandela. And the reason why I named it Foreman Mandela, I took George Foreman and I took Nelson Mandela. I took both of their last names. So I just made an album called Foreman Mandela because I felt like I embodied that kind of spirit.
Wow.
To whereas, George Foreman, after being knocked out by Ali and then going on a deep hiatus and retiring from the boxing world, when he came back, he retired for like 10 years. And then it took him, I think, 7 years to get the belts back. So he didn't let time defeat him. He stayed his course and he came back for what he wanted. He came back for the heavyweight belt. So he stayed his course. And the same with Nelson Mandela. We all know locked up for over 26, 27 years.
Exactly. And
still wound up getting out and becoming the president of parts of Africa.
Exactly.
And being, and being idolized as the man that he should have been from jump. So me, since my solo project of the Underground Emperor, it had been a long while since. So I figured I'd take the embodiment of a Foreman Mandela. And since it's been over 15, 16 years since my solo project, I came back to say, I wasn't defeated by time. You know what I mean? I kept my eye on the prize. I really stayed focused to traditional hip hop. I didn't come out here trying to do rap, bap, boom, bap, and all that other stuff. Right. You know what I mean? I wanted to have message and content. I wanted to have food for thought. So it was just like me coming back. I didn't let time defeat myself. So there's a lot of people out there might be at the crossroads of their life or might say, I want to do this, but I got a job. Sometimes you have to take the chance and follow your dreams. You know what I mean? So that's what that was about. It was about never give up on your dreams, stay true to who you are, and practice what you preach.
That's right. So now what would you say has been your greatest accomplishment in hip hop? I mean,
I think that's still yet to come. You know what I mean? In all actuality, I think it's still yet to come. I think I've been just a student of the game. I've been blessed to be able to be here and to be able to put out songs that stand the test of time, to have some relevancy. I don't think I sound dated. I can still, put words together and songs together. So there's no telling. I don't think I've reached my peak. So I think the ceiling, there is no ceiling.
Yes. I noticed that all of the music that I hear that you've written is conscious, is progressive, and it's like, I guess my question is, what would you say is your overall message that you're trying to bring to the world through your art, through your music?
Yeah, the overall message is definitely togetherness. I know that the narrative that is promoted, especially with Black Americans or whatever the case may be, is that we're violent and that we are out of control, and just drug users and drug abusers and things of that nature. These things are thrown into certain areas, and when you create areas that are deprived and they don't have any soil to grow, even mentally, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then you flood it with drugs and guns. I don't care what complexion that person is. Eventually, they're going to self-destruct. So my thing is really coming. And they say Americans, we're naive or we're not conscious of our surroundings. We don't know nothing that's going on. We're so self-centered. So it's just about bringing the awareness and the togetherness, because a lot of our problems are their problems too. That's what people fail to realize. I mean, there's a war going on across the seas that's allegedly affected our gas prices, our inflation, or this, that, and the third. So it's really a global connection, and I think the music really does connect us. So I always tend to have music that I want to make universally more than I want to make territorial, just about my neighborhood.
So do you anticipate a GP Wu reunion anywhere along the way?
Anything's possible. That's in the high power. That's definitely in the high power's his power, because I figure like this. You have to build that anticipation. You have to build that desire. Me being active, me being busy as 1/4 of the GP, or hopefully it'll ignite a flame and a desire of the other participating members, so we can give the fans what they want. I'm geared for it because I know what GP stands for.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I know that our music that we did back then, that's a whole nother show, but our music was definitely different. and then to have you know a conscious message behind our stuff during the time when it was pushing drugs, violence, and sex. We was in the 90s, and we was trying to be conscious during the time where hip hop had already signed a contract to dismantle hip hop and flood the jails.
Yeah.
So I think GP now in 2022, where the eyes are more open, our music will be more prevalent and more accepted.
Exactly. Wow. So everybody knows me as Soul, the vegan goddess. So I always have to ask all of our guests, where are you in your vegan journey?
Vegan?
Yes. Are you with it? Are you not with it? Are you sometimes vegan? Are you never vegan? It's not a wrong or right answer.
No, listen, I would love to be vegan. You know what I mean? I'm trying, and I'm getting on. I'm making my way towards that because at the end of the day, we have to have an alkaline diet in order to get rid of, in order to survive. So the meats and all of these things that they're injecting, the drugs and things of that nature, or whatever the case may be, it would behoove of us all to go vegan.
That's right.
And go solar. You know, we're trying to cut off those lights. We want to go solar. We got to, you know what I mean? So vegan and solar is the way to be. And green, you know what I mean?
That's it.
In there with I see, are those green, or what kind of plants are those? I get my eyes is that. They looking like marijuana from here.
Well, I when I first saw it, I thought it was a moringa plant, but I'm gonna have to ask Brooks. It's the beautification of that 5FM.
I'm messing with you.
It's all good. So tell our viewers where they can find this wonderful music that's going on right now.
Well, about the Brown Hornet, as far as Foreman Mandela and any other musical singles that I've put out in the last 5 years, they're streaming on every digital platform, courtesy of Mag Distribution, Sony Orchard, and Bomber Fire Enterprises. So if you tag me, if you got Spotify, if you got whatever those things you got, whatever musical platform that you signed up to, just type my name in, and type in Foreman Mandela, and my music should jump up, pop up. You can find me on my social media platform. I'm on Instagram under Pop the Brown Hornet, Pop the Brown Hornet _10304. And I'm on TikTok. You can find me on Pop the Brown Hornet on TikTok as well.
Awesome. Any tours coming up? Anything here on the East Coast and the Carolinas, maybe?
Well, God willing, because these nuts I've been putting the work in, and I got these other 2 singles coming out, which I know is going to be some support. So hopefully I could, go tell where you guys at.
We are in Lancaster, South Carolina, but if you're homegrown, we just call it Lancaster.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully I'll be doing something on the East Coast at a venue near you. You know what I mean? So
we look
shout out to South Carolina down there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We doing it. We trying to keep it all together.
My Auntie Dora down there in the Carolinas. Big shout out to Auntie Dora.
That's it. Pop the Brown Hornet, y'all. Give them some love. We are so thankful that you spent some time with us this evening. And we hope to see all of our viewers on next Saturday evening at 10 p.m. I'm Soul, the Vegan Goddess, here at DAT 5FM, bringing you the fire every Saturday night. Peace and love.